Welcome to the stream, guys. Be sure to hit the like button so we can get down to business, guys. Very, very important. No SNAP benefits made Nubreed sell his soul. That's right, guys, for money. He's recruiting souls for sacrifices. This is a warning, guys. I'm here to warn you guys about what's going on. So gather around. Let's get it. Let's get to the content, guys. I'm gonna wait for more people to show up. And we got to talk about this this situation. It's not looking good for a lot of you. And I want to make sure that I warn you people of exactly what you're getting involved in. Because I'm seeing the same play that happened with me. Nubreed recently uploaded a video stream where he was in a hotel. He's supposed to be in Charlotte, North Carolina right now. And he's in a secret meeting. And this meeting have nothing to do with God. It has nothing to do with the Bible, guys. It has absolutely nothing to do with the Bible. And the reason why I got to bring awareness to this is because I see the writing on the wall. I don't like where this is going, and I think a lot of you are in grave danger. A lot of you are in grave danger, and I'm going to do my best to try to warn you guys, to show you the red flags, to show you exactly what's going on, so hopefully you can make an informed decision. A lot of you are literally being used, and you can't see it right now because the blinders are on your face. So you really can't see what is being done. But he's harvesting your energy, and you guys and ladies will be used for sacrifices. Now, it's interesting that he's in Charlotte, North Carolina right now at a hotel, and clearly they're waiting for some important guy to show up who is successful, a guy that got money. Now remember, Nubreed told you guys that he recently started a business, right? Now, if he recently started a business, why did he need you guys to contact him privately on Instagram so he can vet you to see if you're worthy to be a part of what he got going? But then again, why would he be having a secret meeting with some special guy? Because he said this in his video that he just put on members only. I actually have the video downloaded, by the way. From beginning to end, the video starts off with him sitting down, talking about, kind of just showing off a little bit. Then he started to proceed to walk around. And what's even more interesting is Yawitazai's in the video. You know, the guy who was supposed to be his partner in crime? Mysteriously, Yawitazai makes his first public appearance after the whole jamboree, the whole wedding situation. All of a sudden, he's at this secret meeting. It's funny, those guys go everywhere together. So, if you can recall, Yawitazai used to make Bible-related videos. Notice he don't do it no more. He don't do no more Bible videos, guys. It's no longer about God. Your lives are in danger, people. I warn you guys about this character, man. Y'all just won't listen to me. This man is literally now gathering souls at a secret meeting. And a lot of you are signing up, and you don't know what you're doing to yourselves, guys. So, Yawitazai is Nubreed's right-hand man. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this all up, guys, is because I was once at these meetings. But the thing is, I didn't know that my soul was required. I didn't know. Nubreed, if I can recall, he brought me to the meeting, and I didn't even know it was a meeting for me to be sacrificed. I didn't know that at the time. But I'm going to explain the whole story for you guys because it's diabolical. And I really don't want none of you guys to end up losing your soul over money. I don't want you to lose your soul, guys. Some of y'all are desperate. You're going through hard times and you're reaching out to Nubreed, but you have to understand, Nubreed is not getting his benefits for next month. Remember, Nubreed have multiple baby mamas. Multiple baby mamas. Trust and believe, he's not paying out of pocket for all those kids. So all of those baby mamas are most likely collecting SNAP. He recently had a son and a daughter from 2 different women. You know those 2 women are collecting SNAP benefits. Come on, people. Newborn babies, 2025, they're collecting SNAP benefits. So this man got a total of 6 kids. He does YouTube videos. His baby mamas are literally on his tail right now for money. And he's at the point now where he got to do whatever he got to do. And if you look at the timeline of events, he started to pivot in this particular field, talking about he got some business going on. And it all came about right around when he realized the SNAP benefits are not coming in. All of a sudden, he's telling you guys he started a new business. Okay, what is the business? He never told you. That kind of secrecy should be a red flag for any of you to be alarmed. Because when you have a man telling you that he's a chosen one and how he's of the Most High and all this Bible talk, and he's telling you that he started a new business and you don't even know what's going on, it don't make no sense. And to the mods, right? When the trolls come in, right, leave them alone. When the trolls come in, just leave the trolls alone. I want the trolls to show up. Do not block nobody. Leave the trolls be, right? Waves, if I'm not sure if you have the video, but he recently went live and he did a stream. It was about 7 or 8 minutes. And he's at one of those very same secret meetings that I was pretty much a part of. And the only thing is, I was the only one at the meeting. And they were trying to, oh, you have the video? Okay, good. I got the video too. So, all right. We have the receipts of what's going on because he quickly put it on members only. And we have to warn these people. They don't know. Guys, me and Brainwaves have firsthand information about who Nubreed really is. And our experiences are so much similar that it's crazy how we can share so much information about what this guy is doing in terms of sacrificing souls. And people are thinking this is like some beef issue. We're literally trying to save your life from danger. Let me backtrack a little bit. Nubreed recently came online offering an olive branch to people, claiming that he want you to DM him on Instagram so that he could vet you to see if you want to be a part of the secret society of his network that he got going on, some sort of network. He never told you guys what you're getting involved in. Ladies and gentlemen, never, under any circumstances, join up, get involved with anyone who is hiding something, or they're secretly not giving you all the information, or they just don't want nobody to know certain things. You need to be very careful of people that are hiding their intentions. And you have to also think why they want you to recruit, why they want to recruit you. Why? Because They're trying to use your energy. Listen, guys, when I tell you you're in danger, you are in danger. Let me go back to the secret meeting between me, Nubreed, and Yawitaza. When I had visited North Carolina to take care of some business, I didn't intend on being a part of this secret meeting, but somehow Nubreed brought me to that particular hotel, and that's when I had met Yawitaza, which is his right-hand man. And at the time, I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think it was anything, you know, weird. You know, we had some drinks, we chit-chat, we was talking about the whole UP Farms thing, land initiative, and that pretty much was what was going on. And it was around that time where we was just there having some drinks, and that's when I thought, you know, maybe I could invest money into this land initiative thing because I was motivated. You know what I mean? It was like, it was something that I felt can really bless everybody. At least that's what I thought at the time. And I was gonna invest $10,000. And I was gonna pretty much let the guys know right there while we was at the table. It was next to the pool. It was nighttime. Well, first it was the daytime, and then it's like we were there all the way till nighttime. And we was there for a minute. And I was gonna invest $10,000 into UP Farms. And God Almighty tugged at my spirit and told me, don't do it. At the time, I didn't know Nubreed personally. I just knew of him as a YouTuber. And, you know, being that he always talks about the Bible, I figure, you know, he's just a man of truth or whatever the case. At least that's what I thought at the time. But God had to reveal me who he really was. And that's when, you know, like the whole fallout situation happened. But the secret meeting was them trying to sauce me up. This is where a lot of you misconstrued a story where Nubreed, I can recall him making videos saying how he put me and my wife in a hotel and he did this as if though we needed him. We didn't need him to do anything for us. I could put myself in any hotel. But what I'm trying to show you is that he offered to move us from the hotel we were in into the hotel he was staying at. And that was him doing that from his own pocket. That was designed to sauce us up, you know, similar to like grooming, to kind of get you prepared so you could be susceptible to exactly what he's trying to get out of you. You know what I mean? And it seemed like he was like showing this generosity that it was kind of moving too fast. I already had money, so I didn't need him to do nothing for me. You understand? Like, I don't need him to do nothing for me. But he was offering, and a lot of times, and it's just me personally, when people offer to do things for me when I got it, it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird because I'm like, you willing to put us in this hotel? Because we were perfectly fine where we were. It wasn't the best hotel in the world, but it came with the flight, you know? So we talked, and the Most High told me, do not invest not $1. Don't invest nothing. I didn't understand why, because I figure these guys, they appear to be cool. We having drinks. I met him. I met his lady at the time, meaning Yawitaza's lady at the time, who is now his wife, by the way. And it seems like everything was normal. Now, when the fallout took place, that's when I really got to understand who Yawitaza really is. I don't trust that guy. I really don't. And I hope you're listening too. Yawitaza, I hope you're listening. I don't trust you. And to anybody else who is viewing, do not trust that guy. There is a dark energy around these men. And here's the reason why I don't trust him. He wasn't vocal about the fallout. between me and Nubreed. He wasn't vocal about it at all. He took Nubreed's side and never mediated, never reached out to me, never sent a DM saying, "Hey, bro, what's going on with you and brother Nubreed, man? I'm hearing, like, hey, maybe we could all chop it up together and have some drinks and kind of just see what's going on, man. We don't need to have this on social media." He never made no initiative to reach out to me at all. Because typically in business, if you see that there's an issue between two men, and you yourself, you're a man of wisdom. At least that's what I thought. The logical thing would be to do is, even though he's more familiar with Nubreed, is for him to reach out to me and find out, okay, what's really going on. That way we could nip this in the bud, get this thing out of the way, and get back down to business. But he never responded. And he never reached out to me during the whole thing. And when they did the promo for the land initiative, they had like a jamboree. That was the event that Brainwaves was at. When they did the jamboree promotion, that's when it really hit home. I wasn't involved in the promo. Now, keep in mind, guys, the fallout already took place, but nothing was never aired publicly for the world to know. And I was still waiting for Nubreed to respond to my messages because, according to the Bible, it says that if you have a fault with a brother, your job is to go to him privately and resolve your issue. And I did it, just like the Bible said. I went to him privately, shared my grievances, my issues on what took place. And I didn't want to bring it to YouTube because I didn't want you folks to be all inside of all this drama, right? I wanted to handle this thing behind the scenes like men, the way the Bible says to do it. And keep in mind, I was pissed off with this dude, like based on what he did. And, normally you guys know me. I'm always exposing this, exposing that. I could have came on YouTube and talk about these things, but I never did. I wanted the man to have the conversation with me privately, even if we're arguing behind the scenes, cussing each other out, flipping. It doesn't matter. At least it's private and it's not in the public view. You know what I mean? So when I sent him these messages, the dude never responded. And it'd been a while. So when they did the Jamboree promo, I noticed that I wasn't in the video. But they used my video footage when I was filming Nubreed, and they cut me out the footage. That's when I knew Yewidazar was in on it. That's when I knew that he was a snake too. And I am warning you, if you are a person who is reaching out to Nubreed privately on Instagram, you better run. You better run and you better stop. Because one of the key things, if you listen to him very carefully when he's pitching this sales pitch to you guys, he keeps saying stuff like, you need to be drama free. You need to be teachable. You need to be the kind of person they can teach, the kind of person who is drama free. Basically, they want to control you. They want to control you, and it's for sacrifices. They want to sacrifice you. They're literally after your soul. And I believe that Nubreed is doing this now because once the government shutdown took place, he realized that he's not getting the SNAP benefits next month. And I know that with 6 kids and multiple baby mamas, the baby mamas are most likely not getting no money. So he had to think of a scheme, something to do. And now, today, he is in Charlotte, North Carolina, at a secret location, primarily some sort of hotel, and they're in some sort of lobby type lounge area. And it's the same setting, guys, that I was in when I was at one of these secret meetings. He's doing the same thing, guys. The same sales pitch. And he's now meeting with some sort of big shot guy who's supposed to be very successful. So now, if you are that guy, you need to run. You need to run. If you are that guy who is supposed to be successful, You need to come across this video and open up your eyes. Nubreed is not a man of God. And I had to learn that the hard way, just as Brainwaves had to learn that the hard way. We tried our best to support that guy. We tried our best to resolve all of our issues. We did everything possible, everything biblically possible. This man went on YouTube and took all of my voice messages that I sent for him so that we can resolve the issues privately. And he took all of the issues and basically put it out into the public. He put it out into the public. The private messages that was meant for his ears to hear, the things that I had issues with for us to resolve, he went on his YouTube channel, his smaller one, and basically played all of the audio tapes, aired everything out in the public. I never brought none of this to YouTube. I never came on YouTube saying, hey, me and this dude had a fallout. Never did. He came on YouTube and he started to share all of these details, and he twisted the narrative, twisted the story, and he lied to the public, telling them that, oh, I took advantage of him and his wife, and how I used them, and how I didn't pay them no money, and basically they worked for free, and his wife was pregnant and her legs were swollen. And I'm like, he made so many lies about me, twisted all sorts of narratives when I never made an agreement with this guy to pay him. Never did. I contacted him off the strength of a brother in the truth, supporting another brother in a time of need. And he agreed. And I can recall when he was leaving from the front of my yard, the dude was pressing me for money. And he was like, yeah, yo, you got that for me? The thing you said you was gonna give me. And I'm like, when did I make an agreement? And he just kept pressing, and it literally made me think, like, did I promise this dude something? You ever been in a situation where somebody's telling you you owe them something and you're like, did I say that? And it's like, I'm trying to recall, did I say something? So, being that the move process was already done, I was like, you know what? Maybe I told him something. Maybe I promised him something. And I just gave the dude $1,000 on the spot. Gave him $1,000. Cash that. Boom, boom, boom. $1,000. You would have figured the dude would have been happy. But no. The dude was not happy. He was expecting more money. In his mind, he thought I was supposed to pay him about $5,000. I never made no agreement. He even sent me a voice message. All of these details we already talked about in multiple videos on my YouTube channel. If you comb through all the videos that I made about this guy, I showed you all the video receipts, all the audio messages, everything. He sent me a voice note basically admitting that it was his fault, that he looked over the tapes and realized I never made an agreement. And what pissed me off is all of this drama took place on my birthday. I had went back to my own tapes because I was confused as to why he was pressing me for money. And when I looked at my own tapes to see, like, did I promise this guy anything? I never promised him nothing. He misunderstood what I said in regards to the money. I basically was saying, look, I don't trust the moving truck company. So rather than me putting $5,000 in their hand, right? I'd rather put that money into the truck. He thought I meant put the money in his hand. No, meaning I can go rent a truck and then pay for your flight to come down to New York and your return flight, hotel, all of that good stuff. He took it as if I'm not paying the truck company, but I'm going to pay him the money. That's what he believed. And he came on YouTube and he was just lying like crazy, guys. The man spread so much lies. He slandered my name. He put out a false report that I'm a pedophile when all the drama was going on. He went on YouTube and told all his viewers that I touched kids, guys. That's what he did. And what makes this thing very sick is that he know the story is not true. Me and him talked about these lies that other YouTubers did many, many times. We talked about these things privately. It's all in the DMs. And that's what's so crazy is that we have these conversations in the DMs. And I aired all of this out in the public, exposing that he lied. And he have never come up on social media to retract his statements. And this is why I'm warning all of you guys. As much as you hate me, as much as you think, oh, you just keep making videos about this guy, Nubreed is a devil. I would never trust that guy. That guy could talk about chosen one this, chosen one that. That man disrespected my wife. This man took a video where me and my wife was on camera talking about our childhood memories when we first met. And we was talking about how we met at a Halloween party. And he took that video, twisted the whole video, and basically said that my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, she was 16 years old, guys. I was 15. He took our video and alleged that my wife was getting passed around at a party and how she was topping off all the guys and how I pretty much married used goods. Is that any way to talk about a black woman? A man's wife? And then he deleted the video, took the video down, right? And I had pretty much shared it in the public because I downloaded it. And until this day, he have never apologized to my wife, never retracted his statements, nothing. And is that the type of guy would you want to do business with? This man disrespected Brainwave's family, disrespected Brainwaves, called the man gay, lied on the man. This man spread so much rumors about Rollo that he raped a woman when the man never did. But Nubreed published a lie which ruined Rollo's reputation for a long period of time. And what I'm trying to show you is he has a tendency of when he can't get what he wants, he will slander your name like no other. Think about this, guys. Think about you're a man who have a wife and 4 daughters, and you have a YouTuber telling his viewers with 200K subscribers, oh, Ringo's a pedophile. Oh yeah, Ringo, he believes that you can marry kids. If that's true, why would Nubreed even be hanging around me? If that was true. Why would a grown man hang around somebody that he believes is a pedophile? And this is what he put out there, guys. Now you tell me, if you're a man and another man putting out those kind of lies and allegations about you, how would you feel about that dude? How would you feel about him? And right now, this guy is in North Carolina, in Charlotte, having a secret meeting. What is that secret meeting about? Money. Come on now. Money. He sold out, guys, for fortune and fame because the jig is up. He's unable to stay afloat because he was dependent on those SNAP benefits. And when that get cut, it's time to start fleecing the flock. So now what he's trying to do is recruit souls for the kingdom of darkness. And I'm here to warn you guys, do not get involved. And for those of you that want to know all the details, all the stories, you got to watch the videos. I made so many videos about this situation with Nubreed, I done lost count. Literally, it's been over a year and some change. And up to now, that man has never repented. That man disrespected my kids. He disrespected my dead mother who died of cancer. That's right. He disrespected my mother. My mom who died of cancer. This man literally got online and was like, oh yeah, Ringo's mom was selling her ASS to buy crack. That's what he said about a man's mom who died of cancer. Do you think that a man like me would take him serious? Disrespecting my dead mom, my wife, and my children. and you want to do business with him, I would never recommend anybody. Don't ever do business with that guy. He don't follow God, guys. He do not follow God. He follow money. Everything he's doing right now have nothing to do with God. He is literally pivoting over into another field trying to get money because his focus is, oh, we're trying to create generational wealth. Wealth? You should be trying to get these people saved. You should be trying to get these people to repent of their sins. You're focusing on generational wealth? What? So you're not preaching the gospel at these secret meetings? No. Why are these meetings secret? How come these meetings ain't public for all? How come he ain't sharing these meetings publicly for all? Why he took that video and put it on members only? Because he got a lot to hide, guys. You know? Yeah. We told you Nubreed is all about money, not God. I know y'all want to believe that Nubreed is a good guy. Nubreed is a demon. And I'm telling you and I'm warning you. And Brainwaves literally was at the land. He had first-hand account of what Nubreed is doing, guys. Nubreed dapped him up at the land initiative, saluted him as a brother, and then turned around and disgraced him on social media. Said, I never trusted you. I never wanted you at the land initiative. After Brainwaves served the people and gave his time and dedication. And then Nubreed turned around and crapped on him. That's what he likes to do. He likes to use you for your energy. So if you're a person who is reaching out to Nubreed, you really need to get away before it's too late. You're going to fall out, guys. That's why he keeps saying, in order for you to be down with what he's doing, you gotta be drama free, because they will cut you loose. They will turn against you. And once they turn against you, they got to start to slander your name through videos. Why? Because if you benefited from them in any way, right? Now they got to put out a bad report about you in hopes to make anybody who may have subscribed to your channel or support what you do because of Nubreed, that they would pull their support. That's what he tried to do with me. Because once the fallout took place, he just kept putting out lies after lies after lies. And what's happening is, it's like he did it in hopes for his viewers to stop supporting me, for his viewers to unsubscribe. Now, again, I want all the trolls to remain in the chat because I want the new viewers to come in so you can read the chat to see how dumb his viewers and supporters are. They're not even paying attention to nothing because they're under the strong delusion that I'm trying to deliver you from. Everybody that's under Nubreed's spell, you're under sorcery, you're under witchcraft. It's diabolical, the strength of the evil spirit that he is using. I don't know what kind of demon he conjured up that can have that kind of power to control the minds of people. But whatever he's doing, it got all his viewers under strong delusion. They cannot see the demon at work. Only thing they could see is me speaking, and they don't like it. For some reason, anytime I speak about this guy, you get people coming on my platform saying, you still talking about him? You still talking about Nubreed? Go to Nubreed's platform. Press play on any of his live streams. What's the first thing you see? An introduction featuring me, Brainwaves, and Rollo. Anytime Nubreed goes live, his sick, satanic AI video features me, Brainwaves, and Rollo as demons. That's how he see us. So when you go and you click play on any of his videos, he's constantly talking about me. Constantly talking about Brainwaves, constantly talking about Rollo. And he's constantly reminding you that we are the enemy. that we are demons. Think about what's happening here, guys. Think about what's going on. Now, remember, guys, you're going to see all the trolls. That's why I want them to stay there, because I want you to see how diabolical this is and how all these demons are working together in one collective to brainwash and confuse the people. I want you to see that. I want you to see how they work. Nubreed's followers never go to Nubreed's page and tell Nubreed, why are you featuring Ringo, Brainwaves, and Rollo in your intro? Don't you think that's a little weird? Because we're always telling this guy why he keep making videos about you. But now that I think about it, your channel introduction keeps talking about them as an enemy, as a demon, as some sort of enemy force that you need to destroy. And yet none of his viewers seem to say anything. Think about that. Think about what I'm talking about here. Is everybody blind? Do you only see me? I literally just told you. Go to his YouTube channel, click on his video, and you will see me, Brainwaves, and Rollo depicted as demons. You'll see the hat, which is the bucket hat that I normally always wear. And you see the figure has locks. That's supposed to be me. And he depicts me as a demon. He depicts Floridine Rollo as a demon. He depicts Brainwaves as a demon. And you got nothing to say about it. But you're always saying, oh, you still talking about him? I will always talk about Nubreed. So get used to it. I will always make videos about him until I warn every single human being on earth to stay away, because the man is pure evil. Pure evil. And right now, he's trying to gather the souls and possibly get money and resources out of somebody. Now, again, Nubreed told you that he started a business. Do anybody know what this business is? I'll wait. Do anybody know what the business is that Nubreed said he started? Because if you start a business, it's supposed to be public information. If you start a business, it's supposed to be public information for anyone to look through, to verify, to make sure it's worth getting involved in. Why the secrecy? Think about what I'm telling you guys. Anytime you have a secret society, a secret meeting of people talking about a business, and for whatever reason, it's like nobody's sharing what this business is about. That don't concern you as a viewer. And why is this guy not teaching nobody about the Bible no more? Now it's all about generational wealth. So it's no longer about God. So he pivot over into, oh, I started a business and I'm trying to basically put y'all on. No, he's not. He's trying to recruit you so he could use you. Because if he is so successful, he don't need you. And that's what you have to understand. If Nubreed was successful and got it like that, he won't need you. Do you understand me? He need your energy in order to pull whatever it is he's trying to do. And this is where a lot of people are missing it. And my heart goes out to all of you that already done signed up. A lot of you may have already done sold your soul and don't even know it. And like many of you, I was once at those meetings. I was once at those meetings, guys. And I'm telling you, they will talk you into it. And before you know it, you will think that you're surrounded by real men of God and real men of integrity. I've learned that Nubreed has no integrity. He really don't. He's a good actor. A very, very good actor, man. And your With Desire is another hustler. If I'm correct, they're both from the same city. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're both from the same city. I'm not sure exactly. I think it's, I'm not sure if it's DC or Philly. I'm not sure exactly. PA. I'm not sure exactly where they all come from. but they're all from the same place. I believe Nubreed, Yowitazah, and I believe the same guy from the Land Initiative thing, Mike. I believe they're all from the same place. And this is why they flock together. This is why they're all in agreement, because they all know how to hustle the people. You know, they all know how to hustle vulnerable people that they know is so it's Philly. You said Yowitasa is from Philly. If I'm not mistaken, New Breed's from DC. Okay. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but they're all like-minded. And by the pure fact Yowitasa is there, it's bad news. It's bad news. Now, what could all of this stuff have to do with? It could have to do with UP Farms. The reason why I'm saying this is because what other thing could it be, right? And if it's not UP Farms, that means they pivoted over into some new type of hustle because the UP Farms things may not be going anywhere. And my first initial approach is perhaps they're trying to recruit people to be a part of the UP Farms nonsense and probably get some sort of investments or have some sort of meeting with somebody that got money in hopes for the person. Because this is what they always wanted. They always wanted somebody that's a big shot to invest a large sum of money. This is why they tried to recruit me. This is why they tried to recruit Brainwaves. They typically want influencers on YouTube because they wanted to use us to promote this land initiative thing. And at first, I made videos telling my viewers about it. A lot of my viewers may have supported privately. And I kind of regret all of that because once the fallout took place, the damage was already done. And I'm glad I never gave that 10,000 that I planned to give because I would want my money back. You know what I mean? So it's really, really sick how this man is having these private meetings, all secrecy. Nothing is displayed out in the public. They have these Zoom meetings where everything is private, secrecy. Nothing is out in the open. Is that the way Jesus Christ would move? Would Jesus Christ be having secret meetings? Come on now. Jesus Christ would not be having secret meetings about whatever it is they're doing. Something ain't right about this, guys. Look, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to hit the like button. You have 300 people in the building viewing this, only 100 likes, man. This is what's so frustrating about YouTube and social media, man, is that you could be sharing the truth and it attracts dumb people who come by to watch. They don't care about the truth. They just come to waste their time. This is why I said I want the trolls to remain in the chat because I want to see how stupid they really are because they're literally following everything that I'm saying. They're not here to support the show. They're not here because they want to hear the truth. They're here to do the work of the devil by doing what? Be a distraction. Be a distraction so that the real viewers who really come to support the show, that they won't be able to get it because they'll be distracted by the negative comments. So that's why I want the trolls to remain. As you notice, I'm not reading none of their comments. I'm not looking at their comments. I just know that they're there. And I know that they're posting dumb stuff. And it's a reflection of who New Breed actually is because he's the one who send those spirits to come after myself, Brainwaves, and Floridian Rollo. Anytime we make videos about him, he sent his demons to come do his work. And we have to really, really warn these people. There's so many people that their souls are gone. They are in major trouble. All of you folks that signed up, all of you folks that are going to these meetings, you need to run. You need to cleanse your hands. You need to say a prayer. You need to really free yourself from whatever demon is on you because they're going to possibly impart spells on you. And once you're under those spells, you're hooked for life. They got control over you. They tried to get me, guys. They tried to recruit me. And once they realized that I really have the spirit of God in me and that I'm a strong spirited man, they got very intimidated by that, because I believe that when I went to that secret meeting, I believe that they were trying to blood sacrifice me, possibly take my soul, possibly use me for energy harvesting, destiny swap, and it just didn't work. It didn't work. And I believe that from then, they must have known that, hey, there's something about this guy that is totally different. And they knew they couldn't control me. Just like they knew they couldn't control brainwaves. They knew they couldn't do it. And that is why the demon that operate through Nubreed is very afraid of men like myself, men like brainwaves, men like Floridine Rollo, because for whatever reason, we can see through the deception. We can see through it. And it's one of those things that when you look at it through the lens of the scriptures and you think about all the secrecy that's involved, why are people contacting him privately and they don't even know what they're getting involved in? Why do people need to do anything in secret? Why can't Nubreed just come into the public and say, hey guys, I started a business and this is what it is? This is what it is. If you want to learn more about my business, go to this website, boom, 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 and you can learn more about me in the About Me section of my business. He never did that. Instead, he told you that this business is basically a secret. So when you go to his Instagram, you'll get access links to the Zoom call meetings. All of these Zoom call things, brainwaves could tell you, he already been through all of that already. He already been through the Zoom call meetings. So all of these things he already know about. See, there's things that brainwaves know about the Zoom meetings that I don't know, because I was never a part of the Zoom meetings. But brainwaves is privy to the type of conversations that these people had. You see what I mean? I'm more privy to certain things that maybe brainwaves didn't get to see, in terms of the movers and the shakers, and being at the secret meetings at the hotel, and understanding how your Wittazar talk. I still have the video, guys, of when myself, New Breed, and your Wittazar went live at the same exact time at the secret meeting, guys. I still got the video, fam. And when you think about it, if you are mixed mingling with New Breed, if you go back and look at all those old videos, you'll be like, wow, this is crazy. You actually been through these secret meetings too? Yeah, they were trying to recruit me, guys. Look, Brainwave says I was in the Zoom meetings, private groups, and etc. They are doing the same scam. It's right there, guys. It's right there for you to learn. You just got to put the pieces together. If you want to get played, then go on and play their game. But I already know the end from the beginning. I know exactly what you're going to have to deal with. And I just don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want nobody to become a victim like the things that happen with me, the things that happen with Brainwaves, the things that happen with Rollo. New Breed literally, guys, now watch this. New Breed entrapped a black woman on a phone call, right? Now watch this. New Breed went live in front of 200,000 subscribers. A woman in whom it is alleged Rollo may have been dating at the time was coerced to engage in a conversation. She thought the conversation was a private conversation between her and New Breed. The conversation was being streamed on social media. This lady introduced sexual details publicly for the world. Shocking details. And New Breed orchestrated the whole thing to sabotage Rollo, to get Rollo out of the way in order to make me happy so that me and him could do business. All of this I literally had to repent from, because when the fallout took place, we thought Rollo had something to do with the white guy that was at the hotel tweaking, because when we got to the hotel, some white dude was there. I don't even know this dude. And he come out of nowhere, and we thought maybe Rollo set that up. It wasn't Rollo who set that up. That was Nubreed. He set it up because he already knew who this guy was. And based on a receipt that I believe Rollo put out, Nubreed was still following the dude on Instagram. Now, if you're no longer cool with somebody, you wouldn't be following them on Instagram. Nubreed was still following the guy. So he most likely communicated with him. Maybe he got some money under the table, allegedly. And, maybe something was paid in order for him to be able to see me live and in person. And when everything went down in that particular night, I was going to send that dude to the hospital. Like, he was about to go to the hospital. And I was kind of wondering, it seems as if though Newbury didn't do anything. It was almost like he was more upset that it went down the way it was. Rollo actually was trying to hold the dude back because I was going to send him to the hospital. And I noticed that Nubreed, if you really look back at the tape, because I played a clip of what happened, and because my wife was recording, thinking we all knew each other, not realizing that everything that was going down, I don't know this white boy. You know what I mean? And what he was doing was weird. He had his hands in his pocket. I was about to pull him to sleep. And I'm like, dude, I'm out here with my wife. You over here tweaking in front of me. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So it was just weird the way this thing was going on, fam. And that night was very, very weird, man. That was the night when Nubreed, it was believed that he had left because he packed his luggage, and I thought that he left already. So when my wife and I was leaving the hotel to head back to New York, we go to the parking lot and we see Nubreed coming back to the hotel with two big girls coming back to the hotel, and he was drunk coming back to the hotel. It was around 3, 4 in the morning. And I'm like, hold up. What the heck is this dude coming back to the hotel for if he left? So right there, I already knew something was dirty about this guy, man. But I didn't want to judge, I was trying my best to act like I didn't see what I just saw. He's literally coming back to the hotel with two big girls, big, and he's drunk. And I'm like, didn't this dude tell me a while ago he got some woman pregnant? So he come and find out he had two women pregnant at the same time. God knows where they live, right? But then he's at the hotel with two big girls. And I'm like, this dude is living a double life. Like, because on social media, he professed himself as this godly man. But I caught him in the very act of sin, because what were you doing? What were you going to the hotel for with two big girls for and you were drunk? What were you doing? Obviously, you were up to something dirty. And when I saw that, there was a negative energy around him. And he was trying to explain himself because he knew I was upset about something. And he could tell that I didn't trust him. And I told him to his face. I was like, I don't trust nobody, including you. I told him to his face because it was this negative energy that was there where Rollo already left, but the negative vibe was still there. So I'm like, wait a minute. Rollo is gone. He already left. But Nubreed is here. Why I still feel like the devil is near? Because the whole time it was Nubreed. The whole time it was Nubreed that had the evil spirit, and we thought it was Rollo. That's why I had to repent. That's why I had to repent of my involvement with Rollo losing business. And I still feel bad for that even till this day. Even though I repented, even though we already squashed all the drama, even though we already reconciled between me, Rollo, Brainwaves, I still feel bad, y'all. I still feel bad of what happened with Rollo in that situation. Because it was dirty what happened to him, man. He lost all kind of business. It messed him up financially. It put him in a bad place where the man was probably depressed and, it really hurt because it's like when I finally learned the truth that it wasn't Rollo, it was Nubreed the whole time. It's like, damn, man, I made videos about Rollo. I called him out. I said this, I said that. And I didn't even take down none of my videos. I keep everything up for the receipts just so that everybody can know what happened. Even if I left some dirt online of things I may have said that may have not been nice or not true or whatever the case is, I leave everything up because it shows the history of what went down. You see what I mean? So I don't hide nothing. I don't take down videos. But when you look at New Breed, it seemed like every video he made about Rollo, about me, about brainwaves, he takes them down. He hides them. He deletes them. He cover his tracks. He removes all of the dirt so the viewers don't know the history of what went down. This is why I download all his videos. The video he did tonight, where he went live for about 7 minutes, I download that instantly. Instantly, I got the whole video downloaded. You know what I mean? He showed some people on the camera, which he probably should have never did that, but he put it on members only, which makes no sense because why put it on members only? Again, guys, if he's supposed to be doing a video about a business, about some sort of secret meeting or whatever the case is, why would you even have it on YouTube? Why would you even put it on members only? It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And a lot of you probably never even seen the video. You never even seen it. I saw it. I know exactly what it's about. And you know what's so crazy? When it got to the part where he said some guy they're supposed to be meeting with is a very important guy and he's very successful, Nubreed's face had like a smile, like he can't wait to take money, like there's something he feel he's getting. Or perhaps this person who have the money is the one who have the business, and they use Nubreed to recruit unsuspecting people who don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? Because he's talking about how he's traveling. You can be able to travel. Well, who's paying for all of this? And why are you traveling? What is this, a Ponzi scheme? Like, what exactly is this? See, guys, I take these matters very serious. When someone come on social media presenting something to you, and they're not telling you what it is. They're not telling you, but they're recruiting you, and you don't even know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing, guys. You could be signing up to something that's illegal, and you don't even know. You could be signing up to something that's illegal, and you don't even know. But you think it's something good because you figure Nubreed is telling you about it. But you don't know none of the people that he's around. And I don't trust your Witzazar. I don't trust that man. That man used to make Bible videos, guys. He don't make no more Bible videos. Where are all the Bible videos, your Witzazar? You used to make all these Bible videos. Now you don't even talk about God no more. You know why? You were never with God. It's not about God. It's about money. It's about money, guys. And right now, they are in Charlotte, North Carolina. Literally, Charlotte, North Carolina, in a secret location, having a secret boule, secret society meeting about God knows what. Because if it's private, it's not good. Listen, if the meetings are private, that's a red flag. Would Jesus have a private meeting? Would Jesus say, hey, I got this business opportunity. You need to contact me on Instagram privately. I don't want to talk about it in public. Guys, that's a red flag. That is a red flag, guys. So I'm trying to warn you guys, to everybody that is in these Zoom meetings. We need to know exactly what Nubreed is doing so that we can warn these people. If you are a person who is at the Zoom meetings, be sure to contact either me or Brainwaves and let us know exactly what's going on, guys. Do that for the people. I know somebody that's viewing was at those meetings. You heard what was done. Nubreed do not want you to make people like us know, because we're going to be able to uncover the lies. Don't let them control you. That's why he said you have to be drama free. You have to be a person who they can coach. You have to be coachable. Coachable is another word of teachable, of another word, control. So they want to control you. They want to control you. And what they don't want you to do is to inform the public of exactly what they're doing. Some of y'all pretty much looked at what's going on in the Zoom meetings, and you probably told yourself, you know what? This ain't for me. This is not for me. We need you to reach out to us, guys. We need the public to know what's going on so we can rebuke the devil and shame him publicly. Because some of you have discernment, some of you are with the Most High, and he gives you that unction, the function. So when you get around people like Nubreed and all his folks, you should be able to pinpoint that something is not right. Something is, listen, if it's too good to be true, you know the rest. It's too good to be true. He's trying to make you believe that you got all these opportunities. There's a lot of money to be made, generational wealth. How come he's not talking about God? How come he's not talking about Jesus Christ? How come Nubreed never mentions the name Jesus Christ? He never do. He never mentioned Jesus Christ, guys. You never hear Nubreed telling people to repent of their sins and get saved. You never hear this, guys. You never do. You know? Brainwave said, please reach out to us if you've been to those meetings. I will provide free business coaching on this before you move forward. And also, guys, if you do reach out to us, you have our word publicly that we will not air you out. We will not air you guys out. If you reach out to either myself at Ringo TV Raw on Instagram or Brainwave's Advice Topic LLC on his Instagram, we will not air you out publicly. This is our word. We're making this very clear and publicly right now that we would never put your information out there in terms of who you are or any sort of information in that regard. We'll keep you pretty much anonymous. That way, Nubreed won't have a clue who is at his meeting. Because the reason why I'm doing this, guys, is because you have to shame the devil. Nothing that is godly should be secretive. Nothing. So whatever he's doing that is secretive, it's not of God, guys. Picture somebody preaching the gospel secretly. Well, I'm going to preach the gospel, but I'm going to do it secretly. I only want certain people to hear it. I need to vet you before I preach the gospel. Guys, that's a Ponzi scheme. I'm just being honest with you. I smell a Ponzi scheme. That's what I smell. If something is being done secretly and is being promoted to you on social media as an opportunity, but they're not telling you what it is, you got to go to them privately. That's a Ponzi scheme, because that means they don't want the general public to know about it. They only want a select chosen few to know about it. That's a red flag, guys. And you know it is. And I know a lot of you that are viewing the video right now, you know what I'm saying is real, but for some reason, maybe you don't like me. Maybe you think I'm just some weird guy that keep talking about Nubreed, and you figure, well, I'll just watch, but I really don't like Ringo. But Ringo seemed to be telling the truth on this one, man. I mean, I feel what he's saying, but I rock with Nubreed. I don't know how I'm going to relate to this. You just got to do the right thing, guys. Even if you hate me, you got to do the right thing, man. Some of you guys, some of you ladies, you've been to these meetings, and the red flags already done went off. You know something ain't right. We need you to reach out to the brothers, guys. It's so important to save souls, because a lot of people are being taken advantage of, man. And it's just, I know what you're going to be going through, guys. Brainwaves know what you're going to be going through. Brainwaves was betrayed by Nubreed, guys. In the bad way. In the worst way, guys. I was betrayed by Nubreed Global Lies. betrayed, lied on. He slandered my name, spread false news, false reports. The man made a video alleging that I had sex with my sister. What? He made a video claiming that I teach people that it's okay to marry your siblings. Sick. He did all of this to do damage control on his part while making people look at me like a weirdo. That's what he did. He went around telling everybody that I'm a pedophile. Come on. It's really sick, guys. I'm trying to warn you guys. People could come into the live chat and say whatever you want. You have a right to post your opinion. But you can say whatever you want. But just know this. Everything Nubreed did to me, he also did to Brainwaves. Not only that, he did to Rollo. Not only Rollo, he did to YouTuber Mark the Messenger. That's right. Mark the Messenger came into one of my live streams and posted a comment alleging that Nubreed was trying to press him for money. What? Yeah. Mark the Messenger made a video. Not a video. He did make videos about Nubreed and stuff, but he was in my live stream chat room and alleged that Nubreed was basically trying to press him for money. So what does that make Nubreed? Common denominator. Common denominator, guys. And it's real sick and diabolical that we can put out this information and people act like they don't see it. That's the part that's very frustrating, is that we'll give you guys the info and you guys won't listen. You just won't listen to us, no matter what we say. So right now, he's been recruiting people. He's in Charlotte, North Carolina, having God knows what kind of secret society meeting with probably the alleged secret society Boule, the Black Boule. And I just hope that people are able to wake up and see through the smoke and mirrors. If Nubreed and Yawitaza was well off, they would not need none of you. This situation, I believe, is life-threatening to a lot of you folks, because once these guys gain your info, now think about this, guys. Think about this. When you interact with Nubreed, he gains your telephone number, which can now be used to track your location in terms of where you live. Just in case there's some sort of issue, they could gang stalk you. They can monitor you. Now they could become monitoring spirits. This is why I'm not too privy of having conversations with people. And, you know, I don't want to put nobody's name out there specifically, but I was recently contacted by another brother to have a conversation privately by phone. Respectfully, brother, I'm not doing that. If you have anything that you would like to talk to Ringo TV about, you can do so via voice notes. That's how I communicate. I will not be using anybody's numbers or anything of that sort, because I don't trust nobody. And I'm being very respectful when I say that. I don't trust nobody, because a lot of times people want to talk, and it's not necessarily to talk. It's about how to track you. It's about how to find more info about you while hiding themselves, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to do all of that stuff. I just don't trust phone numbers and all of that type of stuff. If you want to talk to me, you can send me a message on Instagram and use voice notes, and you can have a conversation that way. I'm just not doing any sort of conversation, stuff like that, unless I know you. Like, you know, there's people that I know behind the scenes that I got their number, they got my number, but they're not a weirdo, and I know there's nothing to be concerned about with those people. But I don't just pass numbers out just like, I don't do that, right? Respectfully. But yeah, I really don't even have that kind of time to be talking to anybody anyway. The best thing you can do is just talk. Like, if you got something to say to me, you send it through Instagram on the voice notes, and that way I can listen to what you got to say, And when I have time, I'll respond to what you had to say, and we can have that conversation. You know what I mean? That way, it's on the voice notes for the record. You know what I mean? Phone calls and all that stuff, I'm not doing that, right? Because social media is dangerous, and anybody control you and act like somebody else, and you thinking it's a person you know, and it's not a person you know. Somebody just made an account, and you don't even know who that is. You don't know what organization everybody worked for or what their intentions are. You have to be very clear, especially when you send me a message, because I don't got that kind of time. You have to just get right to the point. I'm very busy, guys, very, very busy. I don't have time to be having long conversations unless you're a person that I'm familiar with and we talk behind the scenes. You know what I mean? If I'm talking with any of the brothers, you know what I mean? We might have conversations, but it's about things that we are all interested in. So if you have anything to say, you gotta speak and make things brief. And then when I get a chance, I can respond. That's how I do business, right? So when it comes to Nubreed, guys, if you were affected by him, if you were at any of these meetings, if you've been through the Zoom call meetings, you need to reach out to either myself or Brainwaves or Rollo and let us know exactly what's going on so that we can further expose the devil and bring awareness to a possible scam or a possible Ponzi scheme that may be in the works. Because again, if God is a part of what Nubreed is doing, why the secrecy? Why the secrecy if God is a part of it? These are the things you got to ask yourself, guys. If it's of God, why the secrecy? Come on. It wouldn't be a secret if it's of God. That's why I question everything. I don't just join up with people because of who they are. I got to know what's happening, fam. You know? I got to know who's who, what's going on, because people can profess themselves to be believers in Jesus Christ, and they're not a believer in Jesus Christ. They follow the devil. And it's my personal belief that Nubreed follows Satan. I really believe that, guys. The man is a warlock. He do spell casting. He destiny swaps, energy harvests. It's just sick, the amount of things that he did. And it seems as if though nobody is interested in knowing the truth, you know? So, guys, I'm going to pretty much get up on out of here. We'll keep you posted on exactly what's going on. What's he keeping secret? I don't know what he's keeping secret. That's what's the crazy thing about this. People are literally signing up to be a part of what he's doing, and he's not even telling nobody what he's doing. Everything is secrecy. That's a Ponzi scheme. There's no other way around it. There's no way I can be communicating with somebody and they're not being transparent with me on what they're doing. You know, so hey guys, I got to get up on out of here. I'll catch you later on. I'm gonna most likely go live again later on. Let me see the time. Yeah, I'm gonna most likely go live again and pump out another video and continue this work. But I wanted to come on, guys, to kind of talk to you about this situation because it really concerns me. I'm really concerned about the victims and people that are being taken advantage of right now because I don't believe that they know the magnitude of the problem. I don't think they understand. Nubreed is only doing what he's doing now because he's not going to receive the SNAP benefits this month, allegedly in November. And I believe that none of his baby mamas will receive it. So that means money got to come out of his pocket. They're dependent on him now. So he's panicking and he realized he got to make some fast cash because there's no way you could tell me that with 6 kids that all your baby mamas are working a regular job and paying their bills. No, they're most likely collecting SNAP benefits too. Guaranteed. Not fooling me, man. So I'm going to get up on out of here, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Appreciate everybody who subscribe to the channel. Those of you who support the show. I'm really appreciative of that. And guys, when the video ends, light up the comment section, fam. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know If you believe that Nubreed is up to something ungodly, let me know in the comments. And be sure to hype the video. Be sure to like the video, share the video, and tell people about the content, guys. We cannot grow if you're not supporting the shows. You have to tell people about us. You got to post our videos places. You got to come into the comments. You got to be actively involved in the videos. Just like you're actively involved in the live chat, be actively involved in the comment section, guys. So we need you guys to fill up the comment section and let us know what the video did for you. What did you learn? What are you taking from it? And so on and so forth. So peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Appreciate everybody stopping by, and I'm going to sign out. So y'all take care. We out. Peace.